Hello model rights, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay guys, ain't too bad for one day, man. 3 videos, you can't shake that with a bad stick. Okay guys, this is going to be probably a 2-part video on here. Hopefully I can get this squeezed in within 20 minutes. This model is not new to us, it's been around for a few years. And it's still a popular subject to build. And they still sell like hotcakes down there at Smitty's Hobby Shop where I got this at. As mentioned on the past 2 videos I've done today, this will be my second build of this kit. The first build, after I finished, I wasn't too satisfied with it because like I said, I got too carried away with the washes and it got too dark, you know, and I didn't like that, so I kind of went along with it until it was all done. And I bought this kit 2 days ago. When I first got it 2 days ago, I decided what the hell I was going to make I'm going to build this and get into something else too. So this is going to come out miles better than the other one is. I think you guys will agree once I finish this thing up. I think the other one was kind of like a waste of time what I did to it, but and I still got boxed up though. I looked at it last night and said, well, I think it's too dark, Frank. That's why somebody didn't call me out on that. So let you know Frankie Day finally caught it. So Frankie Day's gonna make it right this time. Also, I went to the store, got some more paints for this thing too, down at the hobby shop. Just got back about 20 minutes ago. So I'm here trying to make this here in-box review. Do it the right way instead of the skimming way, which is the fast way, which ain't good at all. A lot of guys like to get involved with the goodies of this thing and all breakdowns of the kit, so it's not going to be nothing different compared to the rest of the interviews and builds done in this thing. It's a typical Whitley bomber. This is my second try at it. I'm going to make it look better. And it's a fun and beautiful build to do, and I enjoy this thing. Okay, we're going to get started now, guys. We'll swing this camera around a little bit over here and take a look at the instructions first. Then we'll go over the sprues, and the build will follow. I should have a video probably posted tomorrow, perhaps maybe on the status of the construction report. Okay, here we go. As you zoom in, take a look at the instructions. Okay, guys, like all instructions, there's 8 different languages on here. These call-outs right here in general, all they are is teach you how to build this model. Actually, no teaching how, it just explains what is done to build this kit. Take your time, border decals, glue, everything like that. All these stuff in the languages, but as you get to the construction part of the kit, it's all numeral, and the color calls out is like 78, which is interior green and such. So no multilingual involved here. This is all pictorial, which is good. Airfix did a very wonderful job in that treatment of the new instructions of the kits. Now to give you, like a lot of guys don't understand the some of the Airfix instructions. A couple guys commented one time and says, "What's all this red stuff mean? Is that what color it is?" Says no. I said, "What it is? If you follow the instructions, like right now, on start of assembly set number 1, is that you got your bulkhead, your frame right there behind the. It looks like the bombardier's department or something, or somewhere part of the aircraft. All these parts that need to be assembled here. Right next to it, the orange square was orange. It tells you how it looks like when it's constructed. So you got to follow these pictures very, very much, because nowadays a lot of these model companies know that we don't follow instructions very good. Just look at the how the thing goes together, and that's it. But right here, there's 70 steps to finish this model, and it starts out with assembly number 1, and that's probably the cockpit floor. And probably the flight deck anyway in general. And number 2 is you got the pilot seat, and you got your bulkhead behind it where he sits at. And over here you get the throttle quadrant controls, you got your yoke, and as pictured, the seat is calls out for interior green with leather seats, with leather seat cushions here. Everything else is 78 with interior green, all the way up to assembly 5 on page 1. It tells you how to assemble it inside the fuselage. So the best way to do this, a lot of guys paint the stuff on the sprues. That's a bad way of doing it because you got to trim up all the paint on there so glue will not stick to plastic. So the best thing to do is build all these sub-assemblies until you get right down to here. Everything above here is done right here. So right here, you go ahead and assemble the same. Right here, that's what it looks like when it's all assembled. We'll go to page 2. Starting from step 5 all the way down to step 11, you've got more interiors to do. Looks like you got the navigator, radio operator's compartment done. You got to have a seat for either the operators or a radio operator or a navigator seat. Imagine they carry a 5-man crew. Then when this area is all done, it tells you how it's all done, everything. And the seat goes right down through here, and down the bottom of the square down here, it shows you all these parts right there that are assembled on here. And it gives you a nice good decal right here, which simulates maps or charts for the navigators. Now this is a navigator seat right here. And it is assembled the same. Right here is green right here, which I like that. That tells you that's interior green the inside. You got black right here too. So make sure you use 35 coal black or 33 flat black. I use 33 matte black right there. I just take, if you're very good with the paint, with an airbrush, you can airbrush that black in there, making quite certain you want to get no overspray in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and mask this off anyway. That's what masking tape for. Once this thing is all done, now it's time to glue the front part of the fuselage together right here. That's all glued together, assembled together. Well, step 14. Here's the fuselage and the windows and the whole flight floor right here. Assembled right here. It goes up to number 16. You can tell on the fuselage. You got the windows, and once I use 5 minute epoxy for those windows right there. So whip yourself out a batch of 5 minute epoxy for these windows. It's going to use a toothpick, and we got recessed panels where the glass fits inside there. Just put sparingly a 5 minute epoxy and glue your windows there. Make sure you don't puddle out where you can see it from the outside of the aircraft. And before you paint it, use your Tamiya paint or masking tape of your choice and cut out maskings on there to protect that window, because you'll be priming and painting. You want to make sure you get all those windows all fouled up. Okay, we're going to page 4, I believe. 5. Yeah, we're page 5 already. I'm page 6 now. Okay, the closure of the fuselage. Okay, boys, we'll swing over here. Here's the closure of the fuselage of the aft end. And once this is all done right here, you got everything assembled, everything painted, assembled. Close your fuselage. Fuselage comprises of the top and 2 side halves. So you got 3 pieces right there to close the fuselage up. And down below here, they give you an option right here. The option is you got 3mm holes you got to drill. That's for the stand. Now, I've never seen this stand sold in a hobby shop. I imagine you can order this online somewhere. They got new Airfix stands now. They instead of the old slot like I did on the Hawker Harrier and Typhoon and the rest of them. They're standing. They got a whole different display stand. This is optional if you decide to put it on a display stand, which I'm not going to go there. And right here in step 19. You got the center section of the wing right here, and you got more glass right here. You got your inspection windows right here in the bottom, where they check for the undercarriage is being tracted or not, because I guess they don't have a landing gear indicator light or something on there, so they got a crew member there to inspect, see if the undercarriage is up or not. Inspection observation glass goes in there. Now as we shove up to step 20, you got a spar. This whole spar, the center section of the spar right here was green right here. That's painted number 78, which is interior green. I'll go ahead and paint the whole spar anyway. That's what I did in the other one. I'll paint anything that's green right here, I paint. You got another, this spar is glued in this position here. As you see it here, and you go down below, it shows you how it is assembled. The set number 22, we got the, probably the walls of the Bombay right here. Get there so you can see it, guys. You get the Bombay. And the Bombay, the walls of the Bombay fits right here that shows. It's painted 85 coal black. And of course this is the assembled wing spar, the first one you just installed already. And right over here, in this section here, you've got you got the top of the Bombay right here, where the Bombay's at. And I mentioned the top of the flight deck right here. And right next to it, you got another wing spar you got to put in. No, you got two spars you got to put in here, guys. Yeah, starting from the top, you got the green. Yeah, okay, you got two spars. You got another spar you put in here. And you got another catwalk goes between two spars on top of the observation windows, which on step number 19 you did. And we'll slip it over here. Okay. Come back over here. You got the wings. Center section has been completed. As you can see right here, you got these two spars which you glued on here and painted already. Actually, it's good to assemble all this first right here to get to the step right here. Until you get the step right here. When you get to the step, right here, it's time to paint the interior green 78 or XF 71 of Tinia brand. So anyway, right over here you got recess right here. You got a couple tits right here. Where that spar rests against there, it's glued on there first. Then the coast top wing is glued on there. That's glued on there first. That's just the top wing right here will be glued on last after this whole center section's been painted already. And number 29, you go into the nacelle, the engine part right here. On the bottom side of the wing, say you got an engine mount right there. It goes there. Number 30, you've got the back. You got the back landing gear frame bulkhead back there. That where the undercarriage goes at. These are motor mounts right here, which were installed. We'll go down one more over here. This step here. Step 31. The process is repeated on the left and right wings here. And we'll go down to this step right here. 33. The nacelles are finally joined. There's an option here. You got louvers right here. And these louvers here either open or closed. That's an option. I'll just leave mine open. And matter of fact, you got the two little, inside this nacelle right there, you got two little pin locations there. Imagine you don't have to worry about gluing that. That's movable. And you got your radiator right there. Fits in the front of your cooler. Front fits in front of the Vulture engine they used. Is glued in. The same thing repeats the other assembly here. And down below is the completion of the nacelle assembly. Where am I at here? And the same thing is on the other one. Step number 37 shows the whole entire wing assembly of where the nacelles go. Nacelles are finally glued to the bottom of the wing. Make quite certain the part fits first before you glue it. Make sure that your motor mounts, all your undercarriage details here are all painted with 78 interior color. Now it's time to join the wing to the front section of the fuselage right here. Once it's joined down at the bottom, it's time to join the rear half of the empennage. That'll fit here. They got number 40. You got flaps in here. I'm understanding they got a photo etch Edard or Big Ed or somebody's got photo etch parts. So if you guys decide to get photo etch parts, it's time to add your photo etch parts to your flap wells and paint them 78, which is interior green too. And you got your landing flaps over here. They're either optional, up or down. I would have mine down. And over here, you got your horizontal stabilizers. They're finally cemented to the side of the fuselage. Number 44 is the completion of the horizontal stabilizers and vertical stabilizer construction up to step 45. And we'll move on to page 12. Yeah, pretty close to the end of this instruction review. Okay, here we go. Here's another option. On step 46, you got Bombay doors. Either you can have them open or closed. I believe on my last one I closed them. This one's going to be open. And they give you another, along with that option with open Bombay doors, they give you these bombs. These bombs are painted yellow. I believe they are 74 yellow, or I don't know what it is, yellow olive drab. I think olive drab, I think. I rightly don't know. I think I painted mine on. No, I didn't paint mine on. I didn't even put mine in. Right here is your bomb racks right over here where they go to. It shows you how they're installed. Now you're looking at the bottom of this right here, wing here. You can see right here on the Whitley, you got your two Bombays. Instead of making one continuous Bombay like that of the, well actually the Halifax and the Halley bag's got two Bombay system too. Instead of making a complete Bombay like the Wimpy and Lancaster, that Halifax bomb's got the same layout with their Bombay as the Whitley does. So, like I say, if you want the Bombay doors open, build your bombs, paint same, add them to your Bombays, and you got to take an X-Acto number 11 blade right over here. It tells you right here. You got to take your Bombay and take a nice straight edge, or score from the inside with the number 11 blade, score across here and snap off and clean up real well. Then you go over here and add your Bombay doors right here. You go ahead and add your Bombay doors. And so it's an option, either open or closed, you know. And the option is yours. Go to step 51 over here. Where am I at? On step 51. Here I am. Jesus, passed a while ago. You got the tail wheel, how it goes. So be quite delicate. Be very careful with that tail wheel. Here's what I do is, I don't use that tail wheel at all. I don't glue that. That's the last thing I glue on this airplane, the tail wheel, because it's going to break. You're going to fiddle faddle around with this thing and dabble with it. And as you're working on it, you're going to slam it down, something's going to hit it, and snap up that tail wheel. So best to put that, leave that unspruced till it's time to use it. So use that last. That's just a tip, guys. Just a tip. Some guys go ahead and go in there and put it on a stand. Don't forget about it. But like I said, it's going to get broke if you ain't careful. Next to it, the step over here is an option: undercarriage up or undercarriage down. If you decide to put this in a flight mode, get your landing gear doors already closed for you. All you do is pop in your nacelles. There you go. Wheels up. No fuss, no muss. Now, if you're like me, you like gear down. Step 53 shows you the symbol of the wheels right here. Here's the wheels right here, the assembly of them here. And over here it shows you where you put your oleo strut, which fits in those little holes right here, the nacelles. And the same thing is repeated on the other side of the wing. Now back over here, you got your locking strut back here. It looks like a Y, almost like that of the C-47. It must have got that from the Skytrain. You look at a C-47 or a Dakota, you look at the back of the undercarriage, it's like a big long Y with a big long tail. This right here fits right back to the oleo strut. So this thing comes, when the landing gear is locked, that thing there gives extra support, keeps it from folding back up. Same thing's repeated on the other wing here. And on step 59 is the goodies of the tail gunner Charlie and his friends. You got your bank foundation for your guns. And the green is painted here next to it over here. It's in the green.